Good morning and welcome to the Flipped Classroom for operations, order of operations, and powers of exponents. You should have started with the next two pages that have a page on the left and a page on the right. And you need to glue down on the left side, powers and exponents, and on the right side, you need to glue down this blank graphic organizer that we're going to use for order of operations. Alrighty, so what we want to do is we want to talk about powers of exponents. So powers and exponents is something new that we're going to talk about in the 6th grade. Powers and exponents is something you may have heard from last year when you discussed GEMDAS. Powers and exponents are numbers written with exponents. They're called exponential. Okay? So an example of an exponent is 4 to the 3rd power. We consider 4 to be our base number. 3 is the exponent. And when we complete that exponent, we're going to get a standard form of 64. So basically, exponents show repeated multiplication. So 4 to the 3rd power is 4 times 4 times 4, which gives you 64. Basically, is how many times the base is multiplied by itself. So you can write exponents in words. So we have 5 to the 2nd power, 7 to the 3rd power, and 6 to the 4th power. So you want to understand how to say those properly. Also, keep in mind that you want to be able to turn something from exponential form to expanded form to standard form. So first we have 6 times 6. Well, we know 6 times 6 in exponential form is 6 to the 2nd power. In standard form, I'll move this because you can't see it. Here we go. In standard form, that is going to be 36. Okay? 1 to the 5th power is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which gives you an answer of 1. And 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th power gives you an answer of standard form of 32. 9 to the 3rd power, expanded form is 9 times 9 times 9. And when you evaluate that, you get 729. Exponents are a big part of 6th grade. We're going to now use exponents in our order of operations expressions when we evaluate them. So make sure that you understand how to do those. Alrighty. So on the next page, we're going to talk about exponents and order of operations. So in each category, we're going to write down all of the different parts of GEMDAS. We know that the G stands for grouping symbols. Grouping symbols are considered the parentheses, the brackets, and the braces. With grouping symbols, you want to always do those first. That is where it's at the top. The E stands for exponents. So n to the 2nd power, n being a number, I can replace n with any number. That means that number times itself. So 2 to the 2nd power is 4. 3 to the 2nd power is 9. 7 to the 2nd power is 49 because that means 7 times 7. After we do the exponents, then multiplication and division are going to be together, which means you will do those from left to right. So whatever you see first, whether it's multiplication or division, is what you do first. And then addition and subtraction are going to be also from left to right. So it doesn't matter which one you see first, that's what you do from left to right. So again, grouping symbols go first, then exponents, then multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. This should be a review for you. So the only difference is that this year we will actually use the E. We didn't use that in the 5th grade. One thing that we talked about at the beginning of the school year is bubble order. We want to make sure that before we solve any order of operations problem, that we understand what should be done first, second, third, fourth, and 5th. You want to plan that out so you can go smooth when you are evaluating those problems. So we're going to look at an expression and determine the bubble order. So our expression is 17 minus 5 to the 2nd power divided by 2 plus 3. First, we're going to do the grouping symbols, 2 plus 3. Then we're going to evaluate the exponent, 5 to the 2nd power. Then we're going to divide. And then we're going to subtract 17 minus whatever we have. So let's evaluate this expression. 2 plus 3 gives us 5. So we bring that down. Notice I write the entire expression down again. We want our order of operations to be organized. So it's important that you write every single thing down again, and you write it vertically. You don't write any equal signs. You're not writing anything to the side. At the end, our expression should look kind of like a funnel cake. Then we're going to do evaluate our exponent, which is 5 to the 2nd power, which means 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So we have 17 minus 25 divided by 5. Our next step is to divide. So now we're going to divide 25 by 5, and that gives us 5. So now we have 17 minus 5. 17 minus 5 gives us the answer of 12. So our expression, when we evaluate it, gives us an answer of 12. Also, we need to make sure that we understand the steps that we just did. Always multiply from left to right. Always add and subtract from left to right. And inside the parentheses always follows the order of operations. Make sure you've written all of these things down in your composition book, because on Monday, this is due, we will begin order of operations as we begin the equation unit. Hope this video helps. Have a great day.